There is never a shortage of climate issues to cover in Malaysia, especially when it comes to energy. However, Malaysian energy coverage revolves too heavily around business interests, with PR content taking up 30% of published articles. We need better energy stories that emphasize the urgency of moving away from fossil fuels towards clean renewables. Hi, my name is Tan Sulin from Malaysia. I am the co-founder of Science Media Centre Malaysia, an information resource centre which aims to support local journalists in covering complex or controversial science issues in the media, including energy. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the Malaysian renewable energy landscape. For starters, Malaysian energy transition from fossil fuels to renewables is progressing, albeit cautiously. The renewable energy mix is diversified between solar, biomass, biogas, and small hydropower. Some important milestones in Malaysia's renewable energy include the establishment of several policies. The 2011 Renewable Energy Act introduced the feed-in tariff scheme. This allows households to generate their own electricity from renewable sources, such as solar panels or wind turbines, to sell to the grid. And then there's National Energy Policy 2022 to 2040, which aims at driving the countries towards embracing the energy transition megatrend, highlighting electrical and thermal energy. Now, if you're reporting on renewable energy in Malaysia, these are three most crucial issues you might want to take note of. First is Malaysia's renewable energy uptake. Faced with depleting oil and gas reserves, the country can no longer rely on fossil fuels to keep up with the nation's rising demand for energy. As for 2020, Malaysia has managed to incorporate 23% of the nation's power capacity mix from renewable energy. The plan is to hit 31% by 2025 and 40% by 2035. Second, carbon neutral Malaysia by 2050. Despite contributing less than 0.7% of the world's greenhouse gas emission, the country aspired to reach carbon neutrality by 2050. The recently introduced National Energy Policy 2022 to 2040 details the nation's long-term strategic direction towards that target. In addition, the country also plans to stop building new coal-fired power plants starting in 2040. Third, the environmental impact surrounding energy transition towards renewables. Despite the promise of increasing energy access and low carbon economic growth, some renewable energy projects remain problematic. Many have severe impacts on surrounding ecosystems and local indigenous community, often resulting in resistance against the project. Take the Bakun Dam project in Sarawak as an example. The largest hydroelectric dam in the country has displaced nearly 10,000 people from the ancestral land. Other examples include the proposed construction of the Sungai Nenggiri Mega Hydroelectric Dam in Gua Musang, Kelantan. The project threatens to erase the identity of local indigenous communities known as Orang Asli and their ties to the environment. Similarly, the greenness of solar energy could greatly be diminished if it comes at the cost of clearing trees. Now, let's talk about the actors involved in Malaysia's energy sector. First, there's the Ministry of Energy and Natural Resources, also known as KETSA. The ministry is responsible for enhancing Malaysia's energy infrastructure and stewardship of natural resources. It focuses on developing and enforcing policies and regulations around energy, land, minerals, and geoscience, forests, biodiversity, geospatial, and ecotourism. Then there are companies involved in the energy sector. We have the state-owned Petronas who dominates Malaysia's oil and gas industry. The company also plays a role as a regulator and custodian of the country's petroleum resources. Then there is the Tenaga Nasional Berhad, a state-controlled power company. Its main business is power generation and distribution throughout the entire country except for the state of Sarawak, which has its very own oil and power company. Lastly, there are several non-profit organizations that advocate renewable energy. Now that we have tackled some of the Malaysian energy landscape, it's time for some insights on energy reporting. Most energy stories in Malaysia run in either business, money, or economy sections. Try broadening your viewpoints by diversifying your story angles. Connect energy issues with everyday concerns and find experts from those fields as your resource persons. Keep your language simple and relatable. Make sure to effectively convey social-economic benefits of the development of renewables in Malaysia. Good luck with your energy reporting!